All right, if you're a real estate agent, you know this feeling, right? The sticky notes everywhere, the emails you can't find, the texts you swear you saw, and just that constant nagging feeling that you're about to forget something huge. Well, today, we are going to talk about a super simple but really powerful way to end all that chaos and turn it into a smooth, repeatable system. I love this quote from a 20-year veteran agent. It hits home, doesn't it? That's a feeling so many of us can relate to. It all starts with one tiny distraction and then boom, before you know it, you're just scrambling to keep your head above water. So where does all this chaos actually come from? Well, the root cause is something I call fragmentation. We're trying to manage our listings in like 100 different pieces, scattered across a dozen different places. And you know what's wild? Fundamentally, not that much has changed. Okay, sure, we swapped the BlackBerry for an iPhone and the desk calendar for a bunch of apps, but the core problem is exactly the same. The information is not in one place. This slide just lays it all out perfectly. I mean, look at this. All those critical listing prep tasks, they're just living in your head, which means eventually something gets forgotten. The marketing plan? Oh, that's buried in an email thread somewhere, completely lost. And that super important escrow timeline from the title company? Yeah, that came in as a text and got totally missed. Does any of this sound familiar? And here's the real kicker. When everything is in pieces, nobody, not you, not your assistant, not even your client, can see the whole process from start to finish. And you usually only figure that out when something has already broken. Look, this isn't just an inconvenience. This disorganization has a real, tangible cost. It hits your business, your team, and your own sanity in some very, very real ways. I mean, the fallout is huge. You end up missing deadlines that literally cost you and your client money. Your team is totally confused because nobody knows what's supposed to happen next, and when plans change, which they always do, you've got no clear baseline to adjust from. All this leads to is constant, panicked scrambling, and that just destroys the confidence your clients and your team have in you. Okay, but the good news is there is a way out of this mess, and the solution is actually beautiful in its simplicity. We need to create a single source of truth for every single listing. The answer is what we call a unified calendar. It's one document, one timeline that maps out every single step, all the way from signing the listing agreement to the close of escrow. This gives everybody, you, your team, your client, a complete view of the entire picture. And when you do this, the change is it's immediate, it's dramatic. Your sense of control goes way, way up, coordination with your team becomes seamless, and that feeling of chaos, it drops to practically zero. You're not reacting anymore. You're proactively in charge. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds amazing, but building a whole calendar for every single listing, that sounds like a ton of work. Well, what if I told you there's an easy button for this now? No, seriously, it really is this simple. You can generate a complete draft of a 45-day transaction calendar in like 15 seconds. All you have to do is open up ChatGPT, copy a specific prompt, paste it in exactly as it is, and just hit enter. And here it is. This is the magic prompt right here. You just tell it who you are, what you need, the 3 phases of the deal, your market type, and exactly how you want it formatted. You should pause right here and just try this yourself. I promise you will have a working draft in seconds. So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The AI can spit out a fantastic structured template, but does it know the tiny little details of your business in your specific market? Of course not. And that is where you come in. This is where we go from a simple template to a rock-solid system. The AI gives you the starting point, but your expertise is what makes it bulletproof. I mean, think about all the stuff that only you know. AI has no idea that your favorite lender can close in 21 days, or that the local inspectors are always a week behind schedule. It doesn't know your personal deadlines for photos, or the specific dates you need to set for offers. This is where you layer your irreplaceable human expertise right on top of the AI's structure. So that's the beautiful partnership right there. You let AI do the heavy lifting, create that 80% solution. Then you come in and add that critical 20% that makes it absolutely perfect for you, your team, and your market. So what does life actually look like after you make this shift? It's a total transformation. You go from constantly scrambling to operating with a calm, repeatable, predictable system. And getting there is way faster than you probably think. Your very first listing, you build out your calendar. By the 3rd time you do it, you've got yourself a proven, repeatable system. And honestly, by your fifth listing, using this method, that old feeling of chaos will be a distant memory. And the rewards? Oh, they are huge. You're going to have way less stress, you'll get more time back in your day, and your clients will be happier because they feel informed. This all leads to smoother closings and a massive boost of confidence for you and your whole team. It is a win all around. So, the only question left is the one right here on the screen. Are you ready to stop scrambling and start building a smarter, smoother, and way more profitable real estate business? The tools are right here. The choice is yours.